They are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now Newton not liking the play call. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Newton. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce. So we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there on 4th and 10. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Newton now to throw. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Cam looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. The quick feet by Jackson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big pickup there on the scramble. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Let's go, D.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 25-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Jackson now. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
We live for this.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Sliding out of the pocket. First down and more for Jackson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Dobbins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And one more time, that's Watkins. Oh, and Nelson space to operate. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They'll run with Dobbins, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
One more time with Dobbins. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. Step under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, it's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage